What's up, guys? Hope you're doing well. I've got two quick things that I would like to discuss about Uber Eats with you. The first happened 2 or 3 days ago. I did a little bit of research to see if I could find a decent explanation, and I couldn't. So I'm making this video to make you guys aware of this. I was sitting at Barclay Village, the place that I wait for orders, and I was talking to a driver friend of mine. She was like, we were parked like that. So she was like in the next spot to me. I hear her phone go off, and it's Uber Eats, and they were trying to send her a double for, and I forget the exact amount, so bear in there with me. So it was like $23. So she looks at where it's going. We both have Para installed. That will be relevant here in a minute. So she looks at it, and it was a double. She looks at where both of the orders were going, and decides not to take it, as one of them is going to a place called Sudden Valley. For those of you who are not familiar with my market, well, most of you, it is extremely windy, hilly, and the speed limits are very low and the driveways are very steep. So she declined the order. So, of course, the order comes to me next. Now, keep in mind, we're no more than like 5 or 6 feet apart. Like, she's literally in the next parking spot. So, remember that I said hers came through at 23? Well, mine came through at a slightly different price. Mine came through at 21. Now, I talk with this driver all the time. Like, it's not unusual for orders to bounce from me to her or her to me. And it's also not uncommon for the amounts not to be exact. Usually, they're within 5 or 10 cents of each other. Sometimes 25 cents at the high end. But that was the first time that we had noticed a dollar or more difference. And it was $2 less that they were offering me for the exact same job. Now, I know what a lot of you must be thinking. Well, it was probably a different pickup or a different drop-off or something like that. And you would be incorrect. Remember me saying that we both were using Para. These were the exact same pickups and the exact same drop-offs. So my question is Uber playing favoritism? To me, sure seems like they are. The only difference between her and, well, her account and my account is she is a platinum driver, diamond, anyway, and I'm just a gold driver. So I've never seen any kind of documentation that suggests that she would get paid more than I would get paid for the exact same job. Let me know in the comments if you guys have ran into anything like that. I didn't take the order just purely out of spite because they were going to pay somebody else more than they were going to pay me. So the second thing that I want to address happened this afternoon. I'm still a little worked up about this, so bear in there with me. I got, excuse me, got a tickle in my throat again. I got a Uber double, and it came through at $24 and change. The first pickup was a place called Vitality Bowls, which is kind of like a fast food, but like a healthy fast food type of place, like smoothie. It doesn't matter. And the second place was a very not healthy place. Some of you may have heard of it, called KFC. So I go and I wait and I wait and I wait, and I was probably waiting about 15 minutes for the Vitality Bowls order. So I finally get that picked up, and then I have to go to KFC. So the KFC order was not ready, which I found kind of unusual. So they saw me standing there looking at my phone, and they asked who I was there for. I told them, and they said, "Oh, hold on. I'm almost positive that order was already picked up." Thinking, great, here we go. So they checked the computer, and sure enough, somebody stole the order. So, or, a driver grabbed the wrong one or something, but apparently they've been having a lot of problems with theft at that specific KFC. So they think it was stolen, and I don't think it's out of the realm of possibility. So I wait, and I'm waiting maybe 5 minutes or so, and they remake the order. So the second pickup was the first drop-off. Now, this was going to a very confusing complex. They don't have building numbers, but they have like building names. So it took a while to find the right address and apartment number. So fast forward, I get that done, and the second one was going across town, and we're talking multi-million-dollar beachfront homes, like gorgeous neighborhood. So I get to the end of this cul-de-sac, and then there's this steep ass hill, like steep ass hill. And so I navigate my way up there, and this lady is standing out there. I have opinions. I'm keeping them to myself. So she had a pin that I had to get from her, and I confirmed with Uber that those pins are assigned by Uber. The customer does not request those. So she had a pin for a reason. Keep that in mind. So I get this dropped off, and I have to like 16-point turn that bitch to get out of there. Like it was steep and narrow. So fast forward, a little over an hour, and I got tip baited. Like not fully, but one of the tips got reduced by $2 and change. And that pissed me off because I could have kicked the KFC order. I could have kicked them both, really. Oh, it's not ready, unassign. Walk out and do the other one. Wouldn't have went well for me if I did it to both because neither one of them were ready. However, I stuck through them. I'm like, hey, it's $24 on a Monday. Like, hell yeah, I'm going to do it. So I decided to stick them out, and that was how I was rewarded. Getting tip baited. So, at the advice of some of my subscribers, I called Uber, and the first representative was basically read the riot act. She did not give me the answer I wanted. She gave me the tips are not required and yada, yada, yada speech. So I am not trying to hear that. So, in my opinion, with that logic, then me delivering the order is also not required. So maybe I should have just enjoyed the KFC or Vitality Bowls or whatever it was. Obviously, I wouldn't do that. But with that logic, that would also be logical to me. So I turn into a Karen, or a questionable Ken in this case, and I ask for a manager. So she transfers me, Cole transfers me to a not manager. So I proceed to read that one, the riot act, as well as she is not willing to transfer me without getting more information. So I give her the bare minimum, my name and so on and so forth to verify the account. And I wait on hold for close to, I was going to say 30 minutes, but that was the duration of the phone call. I was on hold for at least 20 minutes waiting for this manager. And, pardon me. When the manager finally got on the phone, she could not confirm which customer had tip baited me. She told me basically that the order is already closed out of their system because the hour had passed, so she couldn't add anything to the order. However, what she could do was compensate me an additional $12 for my time. Now keep in mind, I was being petty, and I was waiting on hold over $2 and change. So when they told me that they would compensate me $12, I was like, perfect. Since I'm having to waste my time because of their policies, sure, I'll take the $12 gladly. So if you're thinking I'm still sounding kind of annoyed, you'd be right. This happened hours ago, and at the time of filming this video, I have still yet to see that $12 pop up. Guys, if you get tip baited on Uber, call support and demand that they pay you the amount that was shown. Like, that is a contract between us and the customer. We do that job for that specified amount. If you're going to come at me in the comments and say it's part of the job, suck it up, deal with it, you can entirely miss me with that shit. Like, try that at a W-2 job, right? Like, get hired on for $22 an hour. And then, your first day of work, they're like, oh, actually, we're going to pay you 18 or 19. Like, see how quick you'd be the fuck out of that place. Anyway, call support if you get tip baited and demand that you were compensated the remainder of what you were out. If enough drivers start doing that, they will eventually change the policy where we can't get tip baited anymore. Guys, it's not asking for too much to be compensated what we were initially promised. Anyway, that's going to do it for the video. I'm going to go do a couple more orders, head home, and then film like an actual video. I will catch you guys soon.